Hey everyone, it's Vanessa here. Welcome to my Facebook Live. This is the first time I'm trying this whole little setup where you guys are stationary. I'm kind of like sitting down too much here. Okay, yay! So this works. Today, I want to talk to you about limiting beliefs. I want to talk to you about mindset. I just did an interview. Hey Kim, welcome. I just did an interview. Hey Amanda. For a telesummit all about moms, how to help moms, leave the kind of 9 to 5 and get into their purpose, soul-based business. And we were talking all about mindset and the power and the foundation of having the right mindset. Hey, Allison, and keeping a healthy foundation. How important is your mindset to your success? And I would say it's everything. If you don't have the right proper foundation, I don't care how many courses you take, your business will never get off the ground. It's actually the foundation. It's what you really need. So I'm kind of doing this live stream here because I want to know your questions. What questions do you have about limiting beliefs, about mindset, about overcoming fear, about how to do it, how it's done? Have you read The Secret? Do you have a hard time using this law of attraction? Are you a rock star at mindset? What are your thoughts and beliefs, questions that you have? Hey, Tammy, mindset is everything. Absolutely. So I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts and feelings? What are your questions around, limiting beliefs? That's my first challenge for you. Go ahead and type it here and let me know. Because I'm going to do a webinar here in a couple of minutes at 11 a.m. Pacific, in like 45 minutes. And I'm going to address all of this. Tanya's like, perfect timing, right? You're a conscious creator. Okay, so one of the things I want to share with you that I shared on this telesummit interview happened this morning, and I say that I share this a lot in my training, is that your belief in yourself is everything. Your belief in yourself is everything. And this sounds so like personal development 101, but believing in yourself, you have to have that program in your mind before anything else can work. So, for example, I liken it to, you could have the best Ferrari in your garage, you could have the best service or the best product, but if you don't believe in yourself, it's like you don't have the key to turn on the transmission, and your car will go nowhere, your business will go nowhere. So it doesn't matter how good you are or how great you are, if you don't believe in yourself, you'll never get off the ground. So believing in yourself is one of the most foundational beliefs to install into the mind. Yes, it is, because what I notice from people, from the clients that I have, is they can take all the courses, but if they don't believe in themselves, they won't take action on their decisions, or they'll doubt their decisions, they'll doubt their commitments, and they won't take off. So believe in yourself. It's the number one most important thing. Welcome, Shantae. So I want to know, what are your questions about limiting beliefs? I call them gremlins. What are the beliefs and one of the questions this woman asked me today, again, I'm going to do a whole webinar in a couple of minutes here, in 45 minutes at 11 a.m. Pacific. I'll post the link right below this video. All about mindset, because it really is the foundation. How you feel in your body every day. Your thoughts determine your feelings, and your feelings determine your actions or inactions. So a lot of times entrepreneurs are so busy over here doing all this stuff, website stuff, and I'm getting my programs together, and they're busy doing all the wrong things. They're busy doing all the wrong things. So you want to be busy doing all the right things, and the best thing that you can do is create a fertile foundation to install and impregnate beliefs that are supporting your now vision for success. So I look at, your mind is really like an oven. What you put in the oven, you're going to get out. So let's say you have a goal in the future to make a certain amount of money, have a better relationship, buy a house. I'm going to answer that question, Kim. It's a good one. And you have this goal, let's say it's to make $100,000 or $500,000 or $1 million next year in business. And you're riding your bicycle, and you're riding your car, and you're going to get to that goal. And all of a sudden, you're hit with this thought, this belief that says, I'm not good enough, or I can't have what I really want, or nothing ever works out for me, or I'm not smart enough, or good things never happen to me, or I don't trust myself. Any one of those things become like a spoke that comes right through your tires. Boom! And you fly off the freaking bike. Ah! And you crash and you burn on the floor. And you're sitting there bleeding, and you're wondering, like, why aren't I getting to my goal faster? You got to pull the spokes out. You got to get rid of the gremlins first. So part of this whole law of attraction thing, getting what you want in life, has to do with your willingness, commitment every single day to pull out these weeds in the garden, these spokes that come flying into your tires, right? You can't plant new seeds or create new beliefs in the fertile garden of your mind if you have weeds everywhere. You got to get the weeds out first. If you want to get to your goal, you've got to make sure that the way is smooth. There's no spokes coming in to sabotage you, and that's what our beliefs are. Our beliefs are basically going to be pushed out and played out on this thing called reality. What's reality? This is a law. This is a law like gravity. If I pick something up and I drop it, it's going to fall. And so the same is with our beliefs. Our beliefs are pressed out, are pushed out and manifested in this sphere called our life, our reality. Reality actually happens on the inside, our inner world. So Kim's got a question, and I want to ask you, if you're watching. Vanessa Simpkins here from takeyourpowerbacknow.com. We're talking about mindset. We're talking about limiting beliefs. How do you overcome them? How do you find them? What do you do with them when you find them? Why is it important to get rid of them? How do you create new beliefs that support your now vision? I want to know what your question is about mindset and limiting beliefs. Go ahead and post it here in the chat. Kim's got a great question. She says, what about when people around you are doubters? Wow, I love it. So this is a wonderful question. And here's what happens. What I see happening, people get all fired up about I work with women, women's empowerment leaders, inspirational leaders, and I teach them about confidence and cash flow. I teach them about sales and mindset. So I get a lot of people getting all fired up. I'm going to do this new program. I'm going to make all this money. I'm going to finally follow my purpose. And then they talk to one of their family members, worse, or their partner, even worse, or their friends, even worse. None of which these people are coaches, are successful coaches, or paid coaches. Okay, so my advice to you is don't try and convince a doubter. Ignore them, and surround yourself with people who believe in you, who see your potential. It's kind of like asking a bum on the street about money advice. You just wouldn't. Just like you wouldn't ask somebody who's 1,000 pounds about how to lose weight. So the perception, the filter here is, keep your tongue closed and share the information with people that, it's kind of like you have this little baby sapling, this little baby nurtured tree that's like this big. And you're like, oh, look at this nice thing. And your family and friends are like, kill it, die! Oh, you wouldn't go and bring it over there, because a lot of times your family and your friends, they have great intentions for you. They want to protect you from failure. And so when you're taking a risk, your family and your friends sometimes are the worst people to bring that information to. So have that filter, that filter from which you see things on, and don't try and convince the doubters. Just turn your attention and focus on, people that do support you and see your greatness. Okay, another great question here. I'm inviting your questions. What kind of questions do you have for me about the law of attraction, about believing in yourself, about limiting beliefs, about mindset? Allison's got a question. She says, I wonder, oh gosh, no, it went away. I want to touch this thing, but I don't want it to fall. I wonder if I believe in myself. Hey, Michelle. Okay. I wonder if the law of attraction is real. Do I really not believe in myself? Do I really believe that I'm not deserving of manifesting my real desires in love and business? Really? I wouldn't. Okay, so there's some questions there. Yeah. So, hey, Meredith, welcome. This is really the question, and this is what I was sharing on this telesummit this morning, this interview. How do you actually start changing your limiting beliefs? How does one become even aware? What's the first step? What do you do? So I suggest that you look at your life and you see everything that is showing up that you don't like or not showing up in your life that's aggravating you, that's charging you, that's creating an emotional, charge. Everything that's showing up or not showing up, and take 100% responsibility for it. Meaning, I'm going to look inside myself and ask myself the question, what do I have to believe about myself or about life in order to have manifested this crap? Yeah, because it's all in here, and that's the good news. The good news is you can change it. The good news is you don't need to sit on a psychologist's couch for 12 years or take a bunch of pills in order to fix yourself. The good news is you just have to take a peek inside the hood and find out what limiting belief, what gremlin, what spoke is coming to sabotage your tires or drive into your goals. So what is showing up or not showing up in your life that's got you emotionally charged, that's got you upset, disappointed, that's going to show you there is a misalignment and a decision in your mind that is not in harmony with your goals intention. And that's your first step. So use everything in your life. This is like, dun da da da, the best news ever. Use everything in your life, every single client that didn't show up, person who never paid you, car that died, whatever it was, boyfriend that left, husband that cheated on you. I'm serious. Radical honesty, radical responsibility, radical self-love. This is a process I teach on how you can really look at what are the thoughts and beliefs that you are having. A simple question, what do I have to believe about myself or about life in order to have manifested this experience? When I started doing this, my life really worked out. I manifested the man of my dreams. We got engaged, moved into this beautiful house. There's another business I'm starting with paintings. Coaching business exploded. I started teaching it to other people. They had phenomenal results. We've moved into 2 new houses now. I'm buying another house in Hawaii, so it works. I just keep testing it again and again and again. So my question for you, Allison, and everyone else who's watching, what do I have to believe about myself or about life in order to keep creating these circumstances where I don't have enough money or where, there's never enough, or where, for me, when I really started doing this work, and we're talking today about mindset, why it's such a key foundational pivotal piece to your success in love, life, business, anything, health. So I started this process when I was dating, and I would date these guys and they would show up, but either they would be married, or I would be really into them and they wouldn't be into me, or I wanted to have kids and they didn't, and there was like always 50%. Like I would get 50% of what I wanted, and I was so frustrated. And I was, telling everybody men are, all the good men are taken, all this crap, all these stories, until I finally decided, no, Vanessa, take, 100% personal responsibility. And I asked myself the question, what do you have to believe about yourself or about life in order to have manifested this reality where 50% of, you only get 50% of what you want? And lo and behold, what I found in my mind shocked me. And what I found in there was this thought that said, well, you can't have what you really want. Smack down. Holy smokes. What the heck, Vanessa? You're a mindset mentor and this crap still lives in your brain? So I've been working with some phenomenal spiritual healers and leaders that are, you're pioneers in your field, but still have a lot of crap and gremlins in your mind. So when I took responsibility for that, I turned it around. I said, I absolutely can have everything that I want, and I'm engaged with the man of my dreams. And lo and behold, I met my fiance about 3 weeks later at a music concert. Wow. And so that showed me, okay, I took radical responsibility, looked inside the hood and said, okay, this belongs to me. I'm going to take radical responsibility for it, turn it around into something that I want, and have enough radical self-love to install that new belief. I absolutely can have everything that I want. I am, engaged in the man of my dreams by a certain date, and I installed that in my brain every single day. This is the act of radical self-love. You need all 3, because knowing what to do and doing it, 2 totally different things. And so now I just keep doing it over and over again, whether it's buying a house, growing my business, buying a new car, moving to a new house. So this is really the process. Radical honesty, take a radically honest look at your thoughts that you're thinking. Radical responsibility, to turn them into something that you do want instead of that tape player of, because all a belief is a thought that you keep repeating. And most people really struggle with, how do I implement this change in my life? How do I actually implement the creation of new beliefs? I'm sharing with you this process. I want to invite you guys all over to a webinar that I'm hosting in a couple of minutes here. I should start launching that thing. It's at 11 a.m. Pacific today. I'm going to post the link here below. We're going to be covering, I'm going to go into some more deep processes here on how you can change and create new beliefs for yourself. Because let me tell you what, it's everything. It's everything. And I've tested this now out for years with clients, and I've seen that it always shows true. The people who do amazing results, they hit their income goals, they hit the 10,000 in 30 days, they skyrocket their business, they skyrocket their confidence, they're willing to take personal responsibility for what's in here, and they're willing to turn it around, have enough self-love to install these new beliefs, impregnate your self-conscious on a consistent daily basis, guys. It's like having a shower. If you do it once on Fridays, you are going to smell bad. Okay, you want to smell good. So Michelle, I love that you love this, personal responsibility. I adore you all for being here. Come and join me on my webinar. I'm going to end this right now, and I'm going to post the link, and then hopefully you're going to show up there and ask me more questions, because I love to talk about this. I could talk about this all day long. I love you. See you all soon. Bye.